What up, my good people? Let's discuss this theory on multiple intelligences. We're going to call it smarts for the sake of this video. This is very important because we need to learn to play to our strengths. According to this theory, everyone is at least smart in two areas. If you deal with kids in any facet, you have kids, nieces, nephews, you coach, you mentor, you tutor. This is especially important because we can get them headed in the right direction. They can engage in activities that they're good at, and it builds confidence. Now, the theory was developed by Howard Gardner, and initially he had 8 types of intelligences. Since then, theories have expanded it to 9, and I add my 2 cents at the end of this video of other ways I think we can be smart. And if you know a couple of ways, feel free to chime in, comment, and tell us other types of ways, because we need to work together and figure out how we all smart, right? Usually, people broke it down into two types of smarts: street smarts and book smarts, but that's not the case. Now, let's start with the first 2 types of intelligences, which is considered book smarts. The first is math, logic, and reasoning. People who are good at math, they're good with numbers, they can add in their head, they can see numbers. A scientist, certain types of doctors, anesthesiologists, people like this are good at numbers. The next type of intelligences is linguistic verbal. People who are verbal, they can read well, they can write, they know how to use words. They might be a poet, a novelist, a journalist. These types of people are good with words, they're good with proofreading, they're good with the English language, they have a nice handle on language. The next type is dealing with bodily kinesthetics. They have great body control, coordination. They can manipulate objects in their body in space, right? Athletes, dancers, acrobats, people like this, they have great body control, and this is a type of intelligence because you have to think the way your brain works and process information that quickly. It's a type of intelligence. The next is music. Music, rhythm, hearing sounds, pitches, tones. That's a type of intelligence. Musicians, singers, composers, they're going to be strong in this area. That's the fourth type of intelligence. The 5th type is interpersonal intelligence. You're smart at connecting with others. You understand others well. You work well in groups. You're going to have an uncanny ability to understand nonverbal cues. So you're just real adept socially. Politicians, actors, counselor. These people are going to work well with others, and they're going to be good socially. Number 6 is intrapersonal. That's the ability to kind of know self. You're insightful, you're reflective, you're well into your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings. You have a good sense of self. I would say spiritual leaders, gurus, monks, they're all going to be good at introspective, intrapersonal communication. Number 7 is naturalistic. These people are good with nature, animals, plants. They understand weather patterns. These are going to be the farmers, the hikers, fishermen, outdoorsy people. The last type on this list is visual spatial. These people can imagine shapes and objects in their mind. They can place things in certain places. They can do puzzles. It's going to be artists. It's going to be painters. It's going to be engineers. And one group of people you might not think about is movers. People who always put in boxes on a truck and in places. After a while, they kind of know what goes where really easily because they build up their spatial intelligence. Now, number 9 is one that people added later on. It's called existential intelligence. It's when you think way outside of the box. Some people know how to get people going mentally. They know how to stimulate people mentally by thinking outside of the box with philosophy, spiritual information. So that's also a type of intelligence. Now, the one that I added was I added wisdom. Wisdom is just being able to navigate the world. You have good judgment, and you have a knack for avoiding traps and pitfalls in life. I think that's a type of intelligence. And Some people with wisdom early on, they're just light years ahead of other people. So I consider that intelligence because it's the way your brain works. The last one that I added was making money. Being able to handle money, make it grow, lead others, and network and that type of stuff. Because I know people with barely any education. I honestly know 2 people with barely any high school education that makes lots of money. I think that's important. I think that is a type of intelligence, and I think you can get smart in that area. If you know a different way you can be smart, leave it in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe, man. I'm going to bring y'all quality material. Y'all have a good one.